Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Aisha and I am from Kuchong English Toastmasters Club. I am currently the Speechcraft and YLP chair for the term 2025 and 2026. Me and program quality team headed by Program Quality Director 𝗔𝘇𝗶𝘵 are here today to support you, to help you, and to make most out of the Speechcraft and the Youth Leadership Program. Now, what is a Speechcraft? What is a Youth Leadership Program, and how are they different? If I give away the answers, there's no point for this workshop. So let's wait for our speaker to come and deep dive into the session, whereby she will take us through the journey of handling a Speechcraft and a YLP Youth Leadership Program with grace and with a lot of prosperity. At the end of the session, I will also be sharing the Speechcraft search with which all the clubs will be able to avail a lot of benefits from the district as announced by the PQD team this term. But without further ado and without wasting any more time, let us deep dive into understanding Speechcraft and YLP chair. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the evening, Asher Lee.
Thank you so much, Organizing Chair Toastmaster Aisha. Yes, that is why all of us are gathering here to learn about how do we organize Speechcraft and YLP. I believe a lot of you is also a benefactor of Speechcraft itself. Some of you may join Toastmasters because years ago you have joined a Speechcraft event. Now it's your turn to give back. And when we give back at organizing Speechcraft, definitely we would want to have the best quality to deliver to the potential members, to the aspiring youth. So without further ado, let's invite our Program Quality Director to give a word or two. Let's put our hands together. Let's invite Toastmaster 𝗔𝘇𝗶𝘵.
Okay, thank you very much to our Toastmaster of the evening, Ashley. So good evening to our past District 1 or 2 Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Aziza. Also, we have a very special guest. We have Program Quality Director from District 97, Somanat, here as well. Thank you so much for attending our humble workshop. Ladies and gentlemen and fellow Toastmasters, with Speechcraft and YLP, we get to do something powerful. We get to contribute to the community. We get to help people become better communicators, especially with Speechcraft. We are introducing Toastmasters to everyone in our community, among our friends, among our family. With YLP, we are enabling youth to be more confident, better communicators, and future leaders. This is the two beautiful things that you get from organizing Speechcraft, organizing YLP. I hope that in this workshop, we learn together and we grow together. And most importantly, we conduct a lot of Speechcrafts because we got the Speechcraft search just for you guys. You know, we got the campaign for you. Every member you recruit, you get something from us. So recruit members, and so that we are able to serve you better and organize better campaigns so that we are enjoying Toastmasters together. With that, I'm not taking further of your time. I'm going to pass it back to the Toastmaster of the evening and let us all have an enjoyable learning session. With that, back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you so much, Program Quality Director, Distinguished Toastmaster 𝗔𝘇𝗶𝘵. Yes, indeed, wise words from Toastmaster 𝗔𝘇𝗶𝘵 over here. Yes, all of us had been benefactors or even organizers of Speechcraft before, but today we're here to see how can we provide the highest quality, the best Speechcraft, and spread this learning to much more people out there. So not only you are doing good for your club, recruiting different members, recruiting new members, you are even doing a great impact for the individual lives that will be just kickstarting their Toastmaster journey once they join the Speechcraft that you have organized. So are you all ready to learn about the secrets of organizing great Speechcraft? Are you all ready? Can I hear some voice? Okay, I see a lot of thumbs up. So now, without further ado, let's put our hands together to invite distinguished Toastmaster Aziza to provide us the Speechcraft Workshop.
Thank you, Asher, for that warm intro. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Can I see a show of hands? How many of you have actually done Speechcraft or organized Speechcraft before? Anyone? I know Diana did try. Oh, Ranjanath, you did. That was under the old one, is it, Ranjanath?
Yeah, yeah, the old one.
Yeah, the old one. I know Diana tried the bundle one, but somehow she missed it. Yes, it can be quite mind-boggling. And I also wish that the youth leadership program can also be bundled up. Then it saves a lot of freight costs, actually. What is Speechcraft in the first place? Anyone? What is Speechcraft? Come on. For those of you who have
Workshop.
Sorry?
Intensive workshop.
Okay, intensive workshop. What kind of workshop is that? Well, it's a short intensive Toastmasters program designed for non-Toastmasters and to build the public speaking and leadership skills. Mostly communication skills, I must say. Previously, we have to purchase it through the online shop. I suppose now they are trying to save papers and save the trees, and that's why we have the bundle. One of the things that we need to do is, with this online bundling of Speechcraft materials, it will always be good for us to have an idea when we want to do the Speechcraft. Have a date in mind first and think about who do we want to attract. Have all those communication prepared so that when you bundle up, when you purchase it, then you will straight away be able to key in some, if not all, of the information within the designated time allowed. One of the things is you need to go to the website and purchase the bundle. Now, the bundle is meant for 5 participants only, and it costs $50. So you'll have to do your math. Calculate how much that you want to charge each of your participants, if you want to charge, unless somebody, generous enough to sponsor. Because then you will get, whoever who's going to do it or who purchased it will get an email confirmation. In the email confirmation in your profile, you will get the order confirmation number. Why is this important? Because when you log in into the Speechcraft Basecamp, you need to indicate the order confirmation number. So you click into the Speechcraft, you follow the link. You just follow the link. They will tell you which link to key in, and then you just follow the link. Once you see this, you can get an overview. Create the event. You see here, create the event, you name of your club, and then you provide the digital bundle order number. That's what it is for, the information. Once you have that, then you have to verify the coordinator. The purchaser may not be the coordinator. So this is where in this here, once you get into the Basecamp, the Speechcraft Basecamp, you will need to indicate who will be the coordinator. That's why who wants to be the coordinator. The coordinator will have a lot of work to do, I will tell you. So think again, if you think that you want to have an easy way out just to get the credit. Okay, so you put the event details, when you want to do it, and then you provide how much you're going to charge them, and then you submit. Once you have put in all the details, then make sure you put in the details in a timely manner. Then this part is you go to the Speechcraft Learning. This is where you add on the participants. Toastmasters International recommend that ideally you should have around 25, but it can be lesser because then it's easy. If you do not have so many facilitators, then you may want to consider to keep it a very small number, even 10, 15, 20, in multiples of 5, because the bundle is in 5 series. So it makes sense. Once you've already done this, Then you go to the next one. This is where all the learnings, everything that you need to do to conduct the resources, the introduction, the dashboard, because the coordinator will have to maneuver around here. As the participant complete each of the item, it is very important for the coordinator to update immediately this Basecamp, the Speechcraft Basecamp. Previously, each participant can only claim for 4 speeches. 4 speeches will be just nice for level 1. Now, they can go up to 7. If you just do an icebreaker, you only get 1 credit. If you do icebreaker and writing a speech with purpose, then you get 2 and so forth. But the best part is, after the level 1 completion, then you have introduction to Toastmasters mentoring, as well as an elective project. That's where the 7 speeches come in. Some of these participants can still join the club and complete the 7 speeches. Actually, the whole idea of this Speechcraft is to fast track some people. You can either, by the time they finish this Speechcraft, they could even complete their level 1, depending on how you intend to do. This Speechcraft, usually people do over 2 days. So you really have to plan how you are going to do it. And it's also very good to keep the numbers small. Smaller as in maybe around 10 or 15. That's manageable. Because out of 15, maybe not all will join immediately. Some may join in. And some may decide to think about it first, or even come in as a guest in your club. So it's really up to you. And that is a very important thing. Up to here, any questions that you want to ask, feel free. You have to be hands-on, then you'll get the experience.
I got a question.
Yes.
For the speech, right? So once they become a member, and then they manually need to complete the level, is it? And then the VPE approves the speech. Is it?
No. Okay. Here, if they are still doing the Speechcraft Basecamp, then the coordinator will have to approve it. Only the coordinator can approve it under Speechcraft. But if the person so decide to join the club and then continue in our Pathways Learning Experience Basecamp, then the VPE will come into the picture, which means that person will just take off from where he or she left.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Any other question? As long as it is under Speechcraft, it is the coordinator's duty. So whoever who wants to be the coordinator, at least you must be able to maneuver around the Basecamp. Not the Pathways Learning Experience Basecamp, but the Speechcraft Basecamp, because they have separate Basecamp altogether. And it's not just the coordinator who does the work. The participant must also go into the Basecamp. It's just like us and the VPE, right? The members, we have to go and activate and then do the speeches. Once we complete the speeches, then we have to send for approval. It is the same principle in Speechcraft. The participants will have to do their part of it. They have to go into the Basecamp, select whichever speech that they are starting with and to continue. And once they have already completed, so which means the completion must be approved by the coordinator. Only the coordinator can do that. Any other question?
Yes, Puan. This
Yes.
is Hasina. I am very new with Speechcraft thingy, so I don't really quite get it. At what point did you that we should go into putting in all this information into the so-called Speechcraft portal? Because I have been seeing in the DC chat, you have we saw the posters inviting everybody to join Speechcraft. But as an organizer, at what point do you put in all this information? Thank you.
Okay. Asha, can you go back to, let me see, 1, two slides before this. No, before that. Okay. This no. Okay, after you submit, okay, go to the next slide. Actually, this is where you will have to input the names of the participants. It will prompt you, Haslina. Just make sure that you do not miss it. You see all the names there, and then it will populate by itself.
I see, because I'm looking at the managing the event. So basically, we start off on the offline event management first, in getting participant and stuff. Once you already have that, then only you input all this information there. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Correct. Okay. One of the things is, okay, for you to start with, number one is you need to know roughly what date, so that, you work backwards. First, the date. When do you want to invite people? You send out the posters, so you will have the time. Because once to get to this part of the Speechcraft Basecamp, you have only 30 days. So don't order too early and don't order too late. It's good to have the date in mind and the numbers roughly first. Because to get the bundle is easy. It's soft copy anyway. If you have 5, okay, that's good. So you may be on standby first. And then you have another 5. You can always purchase. See, if you can purchase one first. And then after that, you can purchase another one if you want to. Because they are in a bundle of 5. Okay with that, Haslina?
Yes, noted the 30-day grace periods for it to fly, actually.
Yeah, once you activate this part.
Yeah. Understood.
But after the event date, you still have another 2 months, okay, to make sure that the participants submit all their speech completion, because
Right.
it will be void after 90 days if you don't complete it. So time is of essence.
Because I have 2 new members actually who came in from one of the Speechcraft event. That will lead to my next question, because I think there was a misunderstanding, because I'm also new in this. In terms of approving their level 1, they came to me and my VPE in order to approve. You mentioned earlier about the coordinator, so I think we need to put clear information between the club that is having Speechcraft session on who is going to approve, the, like you were saying just now, the coordinator. And when the participant join another club, at least there is some sort of communication, so that we don't drop anybody.
As long as the participant, or rather the new member, continues to complete the speeches via Speechcraft, it will be the coordinator. But if the person activates the Pathways Basecamp to continue with the rest of the speeches for a particular level, then it will be the VPE. You see or not? You must
Yes.
see which Basecamp it is. One is the Pathways Basecamp. The other one is the Speechcraft Basecamp.
Yes, understood now.
I know that it can be very confusing. You join the club and they say, "Hey, VPE, quickly." And the VPE say, wait, I don't see your name.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what's going on there? Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Any other question?
Can I ask a question? Peter Tham here.
Yes, Peter.
Yeah. So I understand that. So this one is people who have done the Speechcraft. So whatever speeches they have done here, then they can be credited to Pathway. If they join as a member, they continue. That's when the VPE will approve lah. Whatever the coordinator has approved is considered done lah. If they just have done 2 speeches in level 1, that's done. Okay. So I get
you
it.
are right.
Yeah. So the thing is, then you say you have these 30 days, 90 days. What happens if a club wants, okay, just haven't planned a Speechcraft yet, or just want to buy a bundle to see what is it, and so we don't activate it, but we buy just to get the PowerPoint and see the resources.
You
Can
can't
that be done?
get. If you
Yeah.
buy the bundle, you see, You cannot, if you want to just see, you will activate.
Or you see, then you activate already, yeah?
Yeah, because if you look at the slide, you know, the events and that's why it's very important. At the beginning, I mentioned, you know, have a date in mind, do your posters, do your communication, or send your posters out, get at least 5 people in first.
I see. Okay. The thing is, because we have done Speechcraft in the past using the old bundle, we buy a lot of physical manuals and then we do it.
Now cannot.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do then, I think I will use the old bundle, but I just don't participate in this program. I mean, afterward they join for just to learn the Speechcraft. But if I get them into Toastmaster, then they start the pathway just like any other new member again. But I will make use of those. I got 31 manuals I paid for because basically we bought the bundle, wanted to do the workshop just after the COVID, but then because of COVID, everything got cancelled. So we are stuck with the bundle, but we pay quite a lot of money for that bundle to teach.
Oh, that's 50 US one bundle, you know.
Yeah, so basically we pay quite a lot of money to TI for that.
Okay,
So what I think,
if you already have the bundle,
then we use the
then
old
you go
bundle lah.
activate. Since it's already void, isn't it?
Yeah. So we just use the bundle, finish it, then before we start with this new program lah, because we still can use the old bundle for after all the participants would like a physical manual for this particular case.
No.
So since I got the old bundle, I got the physical manual, so at least I will use it.
Wait. Okay, don't confuse me with the bundle thingy, the term, okay? Old one is the manual.
The manual, since we bought the manuals, yeah.
This one is bundle means is the online version.
Yeah, okay. Got it. So I can use the old manuals and finish it up first lah. Okay. Right.
Then
Thank you so much.
So I don't know how you are going to get the credit, but I suppose it is still possible. You just need to have the date.
So I think the credit mean we get the new members in and everything. Maybe the credit may not be so important to us as much as we get the member done. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Peter, for that wonderful question. That's a good one. I mean, if you have the old manual yet, it's just it's like a teaser kind of thing to warm up these people. Oh, what is Toastmasters is all about? Because Speechcraft is a tool for membership building. That's why we have this. Okay. So yes.
Thank you.
Aziza.
Yes.
Aziza, and I'm following up on Peter's question with the manuals, okay?
Right.
He's doing the Speechcraft with the manuals. Does he get his elective credits to become a DTM? Because these projects are done by individuals.
You see, because like he says, it's not important. The credit is not important. He just wants
to... What I think what Peter's talking about is not important from a club perspective, probably, okay? But I'm just thinking is, since Peter is doing it, would he not get his credit for becoming, because this is a DTM project for him, I assume, okay? So will he, if he's not marked as a coordinator for this project on the Toastmasters website, will he still get the credit and be able to complete his electives? Because in his pathway, there is one of the electives is to do a big program.
I know. In the current scenario, I'm not sure whether TI has already has a cutoff time or not, but there is a possibility that you might be able, you just submit to TI for your DTM
as a leadership project,
you will need to put the date. And the date is very, very important. If they accept it, well and good, because that is something that I can't tell you.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So now the next one is Youth Leadership Program. This is manual. This is still manual. The bundle is still manual. The kit, okay? You have the participant and you have the coordinators manual as well. I still have my coordinators guide manual here. Okay. So what happened is in that bundle, it's a bundle of 5 again. The packet, or rather the package, will include the coordinator's guide, 1 coordinator's guide, 5 workbooks for the participants, and they have the 25 evaluation guides and the completion certificate and a coordinator certificate. So this is the unit. How do we get those? You need to go to the online shop at the Toastmasters website. Again, choose a day, find, but this is a bit tricky because it's going to be couriered to you. And I would suggest that you give at least a 2 months lead time. Because I remember there was an occasion where I started to panic. The date was getting nearer, and some of my materials had not arrived. But fortunately, I think a few days before, I got all the materials because it came in batches. That was the time that I think there was a surge. So always give that lead time. 1 month may not be enough because we don't know what's happening over at TI's end. But remember, when you buy all these bundle manually, the freight charges is at least 50% of the cost of your materials because it depends on the weight. Okay, so it can be a very expensive affair, especially when the exchange rates are getting much higher. Any question on the youth leadership program? This one is very straightforward. You just need to go and buy the materials. If you buy the package, the pack of 5, then you don't have to worry about the other materials. What you may want to purchase extra is probably the ribbons. You may want to have a table topics, best table topics ribbon, depending on how many people that you have. Or if you already have the ribbons, the table topics will be one of the sessions that you will have to conduct. Again, Toastmasters recommend that for youth leadership, please remember youth leadership is for 17 years and younger, below 17 years, 17 years and below. 18 years and above, it will be Speechcraft because it is only for anyone to join us, they must be at least 18 years old. Any question on the youth leadership program?
Yeah, Aziza, for this
Yes.
YLP, we
Yep.
buy this one we get physical manuals and so on. So how about then the PowerPoint that comes with the training? Do we get a PowerPoint as well?
No.
So we have to prepare our own PowerPoint.
That one, yeah, you have to prepare yourself. I mean, it's just like Speechcraft. You just have to prepare yourself.
Oh, just like the old Speechcraft where we prepare our
Yes.
own PowerPoint. Okay.
Well,
So-
one of the things for me in the last, I've conducted youth leadership program at one of the boarding schools in Malacca. They refused. Well, we have agreed that they didn't want the chairman. You know there are 8 sessions, right?
Yeah.
So they didn't want the chairman part of it. They just want to go straight into the public speaking. But they've been pretty successful because how we marketed is for them to be more proficient in their interview for as well as universities, and it worked. So for the last 12 years, I've been their coordinator. I have to think of now, getting a younger person to take over from me.
Okay, just a question then, why would Toastmaster want us to conduct a YLP and then give us all these physical manuals, but then they don't give us a PowerPoint to teach with it, then we come up with our own?
No, well, you see, the thing is, this is supposed to be basic. You cannot expect Toastmasters International to give us everything, to spoon feed us everything.
Okay.
Even the bundle one, okay, it doesn't come with a slide. So you will have to do it the same way. Prepare your own slide.
Even the Speechcraft bundle also we don't with the online one, it doesn't come with a PowerPoint slide.
Yes, it's not like the old ones where some of the Better Speaker series where they give you a CD for all the slides and all that. No, this one they don't. Okay. I mean, after all, we are Toastmasters. We know what it is all about. What is it that we want to share with the participants?
Okay. Yeah, then the speakers can, okay, I got it. Then the speakers can do the PowerPoint that suits their teaching style. Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you.
All right. Any other questions?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, just want to check about the chairmanship. how does it work? And then do we actually need to give this student who is being elected as a president and SAA and secretary to present?
No, it's the Toastmasters who has to present.
Present and then give them like a 5 minutes opportunity to, you know, to actually play the role as president and also SAA and so on.
Well, it's up to you how you want to do it, or you can just do a short intro to them, you know, like chairmanship in a meeting. Who presides over the meeting, and how do you call the meeting to order? I mean, it's just like a Toastmasters club meeting, right? We have the SAA who will start off first, and then after that, you know, hand over to the club president. So, and the club president is the presiding officer who will call the meeting to order and do the rest of it. And at the end of it, that's what we have, the wrapping of the gavel. And how do you wrap the gavel? A lot of people wrap the gavel as if they are hammering. No, you wrap the gavel in Toastmasters, you only wrap the gavel once. That's the parliamentarian way. It's only once, to call the meeting to order or to adjourn the meeting. Well, it has been a good Q&A. I'm sure. Anyway, I'm just a phone call away or a WhatsApp away. If you want to know more about YLP, or if you're stuck with the Speechcraft, just give me a buzz. With that, let me hand over the control of this event to Escher. Thank you, Escher.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Aziza, on sharing how can we conduct Speechcraft and also YLP workshop. And not only that, to share with us the experience on how we can get all the materials, on how we can get all the bundles, all these tips and tricks in Speechcraft itself. Yes, after all of you have listened to all the tips and tricks on how do you organize Speechcraft and also Youth Leadership Program, how do you all feel? Are you all ready to organize your very own Speechcraft? Maybe some of you are still unsure. Some of you are still, I can. Some of you are still thinking to step out that very first step on organizing the Speechcraft. No worries. The program quality team is always here to assist. Just like Aisha over here, she is always ever ready to help you in terms of all the Speechcraft and the Youth Leadership Program content-wise, the organization-wise. So not only that, just like distinguished Toastmaster Aziza has said, she's just one phone call away. So if you have any questions, do approach Toastmaster Aziza over here for all the details of how you can organize a very successful and quality Speechcraft. So now, okay, before we go into the group photo session, I shall pass the control to Toastmaster Aisha.
Thank you. Now, we have got a lot of information on how to conduct the Speechcraft or the Youth Leadership Program. What I'm here to explain to you is on behalf of the program quality team. What is in it for the clubs? Now, as a club, you might sponsor a Speechcraft or you might conduct a YLP program. But why does a club need to take an extra initiative, put in extra efforts, add in more manpower, bringing people from around the district and different divisions to conduct a workshop? It's not easy to conduct because you need trainers, you need facilitators, you need to arrange for logistics, for food, all that together in one place. It requires a lot of understanding. Yes, there is money involved, but more than that, what is in it for a club? One, of course, it's a prestige thing. If you conduct a workshop, your club is recognized. Speechcraft by Puchong English Toastmasters Club, Speechcraft by Kajang Toastmasters Club. So you are already getting hype, you're getting marketing, and you're also getting your name recognized in the district. But more importantly, the district is offering you this. The program quality team offers you this. If you conduct your Speechcraft before the 30th of September, that is the end of this month, you will be entitled for 100 ringgit for your club for every one member that you turn into a Toastmaster. Supposing you bring in one member into your Toastmasters community under your club will be earning RM 100. For 2 members, it'll be 200, and so on. It is there for up to 5 members maximum, 500 ringgit of benefit for your club if your Speechcraft is conducted, concluded, and the member is registered before the 30th of September. Now, as the time moves on towards the progression of the term, if your Speechcraft is conducted and your membership raises by the 31st of March 2026, you will be earning RM70 worth of value for every member that's for every Speechcraft attendee that is converted as a Toastmaster member. And moving on, so on, so forth, it carries forward up to a maximum of 5 members, 350 ringgit for your club if the Speechcraft is conducted and the membership is converted before 31st March 2026. Towards the end of the term, that is, if you conclude your Speechcraft and convert members by the 31st of May 2026, it will be RM50 per member, and so on, RM250 for up to 5 members. This is something very special brought to you by the program quality team, and it's an offer you can never refuse. You need to grab this for yourself, for the community, and for all of us.
To add on a little bit, yeah. So, okay, so this, you'll be asking what type of receipts are needed, right? Okay, very simple. As in guidelines as stated, you cannot submit the receipt for membership. Yeah, please don't submit receipt for membership. I don't want to cry. Yeah? Okay. So what you need to do is very simple. For example, if you bought food, you show the receipt of the food that you have bought. If you have rented a hall, you show the receipt of the hall, drinks, for whatever materials that you use to print, like certificates, trophies that you use for the Speechcraft, whatever materials, aid that you used for your Speechcraft, you have the receipt, you can reimburse based on the number of members you have added. So up to here is 5. Let's just say you recruited 7 members. Do you get more? Yes, you do. But the condition is you have to buy 2 bundles. You can't just buy 1 bundle. So that is the only requirement. That you can have 10 members, 15 members, sure. But the condition is you need it's by multiple of 5. So anything more than 5, you need to have 2 or more bundles to show as proof. That's how we do the claim reimbursement. So that is just something I would like to add on. Receipts are non-Toastmaster membership receipts. We don't need proof that the member has converted because I can check from the dashboard. Secondly, the receipts are anything that is used to aid your speech, i.e. materials, food, and anything that was used to aid your speech, even marketing can be claimed as well. So I just wanted to add about the type of the amounts that you can actually claim. Yeah, with that, back to you, Aisha.
Thank you so much, Aisha, and also Kajan.